feels gray and slow. Got that screen fatigue, nowhere to go. Scrolling feeds, the same old view. Wishing for something fresh and new. Then a ping, a welcome sight. Rocket Wolf's going live tonight. Click the link, the channel loads. Time to share the daily loads. Oh, Rocket Wolf on the stream so bright. Chasing shadows, bringing the light. With pixels flashing and a voice so clear. Banishing boredom, calm and fear. He delights and lifts us high. With wisdom shared beneath the digital sky. Entertaining, full of cheer. So glad to have a Rocket Wolf here. Maybe gameplay sharp and fast, or just a chat that's built to last. He reads the comments, sees the names, ignites community flames. If someone's down or feeling lost, he counts the gain, ignores the cost. Shares a story kind and true. Words of wisdom shining through. Oh, Rocket Wolf on the screen so bright. Chasing shadows, bringing the light. With pixels flashing and a voice so clear. Banishing boredom, calming fear. He delights and lifts us high. With wisdom shared beneath the digital sky. Entertaining, full of cheer. So glad to have a Rocket Wolf here. It's more than just watching a screen unfold. It's finding courage, brave and bold. He builds a space where folks connect, showing kindness and respect. Turns a dull night into fun, inspiring viewers one by one. With every stream he plays his part, putting encouragement in every heart. Oh, Rocket Wolf on the stream so bright. Chasing shadows, bringing the light. With pixels flashing and a voice so clear. Banishing boredom, calming fear. He delights and lifts us high. With wisdom shared beneath the digital sky. Entertaining, full of cheer. So glad to have a Rocket Wolf here. So tune on in, don't delay. Let Rocket Wolf brighten up your day. Yeah, Rocket Wolf, keep shining on. Stream until the break of dawn, or whenever you sign on. Woo! Woo! The world outside feels gray and slow. Got that screen fatigue, nowhere to go. Scrolling feeds, the same old view. Wishing for something fresh and new. Then a ping, a welcome sight. Rocket Wolf's going live tonight. Click the link, the channel loads. Time to share the daily loads. Oh, Rocket Wolf on the stream so bright. Chasing shadows, bringing the light. With pixels flashing and a voice so clear. Banishing boredom, calm
And a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good time zone, wherever you're at in the world. We are live in the Rockawolf Studios in far north Queensland, Australia. And it is a Moonraker Monday here. As well as just now, a Moonraker Monday in the UK, Europe, and Africa. Still a Super Sunday in the USA, Canada, and Mexico. And the swatch time here is at 000. That's the time for me. That's the time for you. No matter where you are in the world, it's the same time for all of us. Hope everyone is doing well. Thank you, Bandit, for the redeem. And thank you, Secretary. Good evening to you.
Good morning, Rocket. How was your weekend?
Wasn't long enough.
Never are.
Yeah, it didn't get enough done. I need some more. I need another day for the weekend. We even got started quite a bit late this morning, too, because the weekend was rolling over. But yeah,
Isn't
so...
it a bank holiday there?
What?
Isn't it a bank holiday, the king's birthday or something?
Yeah, one of 7 king's birthdays. It is here in Queensland. 'Tis a holiday, I guess you could say. Yeah, so not that it feels like a holiday here. Business as usual, pretty much. But speaking of which, question of the day. How many times can you fold a piece of paper before it's thick enough to reach the moon? Any guesses? I'll type it in chat in case people miss it.
No idea.
Hey, zombie. You are correct. Did you Google that? That's based on a paper thickness of 0.1 millimeters, though, which is average. The answer is always 42. That's actually correct. A lot of people will guess like 100 million times or 100,000 times or something like that, but you only need to fold a piece of paper 42 times, and it will be so thick that it actually reaches beyond the moon. You're breeding boars in Valheim? Hey, good evening, Mr. Hunter. Hope you're doing well. And if I remember correctly, I read the news back some time ago. Valheim News. 9/9 is 1.0. Wow. Well, Hunter, it was on Mythbusters, but it wasn't 15 times. There was a girl in California that started with a sheet of paper that was actually 1 kilometer long. And she was able to fold it 12 times. But most people can't even fold it 7 times. I don't remember how many times Mythbusters did it. I think they would have had to start with a pretty big piece of paper, but I think they did it like 8 times. 9 times. Might have been 9. But yeah, I don't remember the girl's name in California. She got a world record on that, I think, folding a 1 kilometer long sheet of paper 12 times. Yep, that's the trick, zombie. That's how to calculate it, calculate it. Where is our... There it is. Let's get that up and running. Yay, new pickles. That's how you win in blackjack. It's called martingale. Play. Tard. Doing good, but tard. Finally drugged by behind out on a bike ride. All good in the down under hood. Oh, finally dragged your behind out on a bike ride. Oh, I bet that was fun. Bet your legs are gonna pay for that, hey? That's awesome, zombie. That's awesome. Max of 24 centimeter? Yeah, it was pretty thick. It was pretty thick when she was done. 4,000 times paper thickness, yeah. Crazy, isn't it? It's like fold after fold is basically nothing, but then there's at some point, some number, and it just blows out from there. Yeah, if you haven't done it in a while, Hunter, you can guarantee you're going to see that in a couple days. Or you're going to feel that in a couple days. For sure. It's really funny in this graphic in the game. You probably saw that alien walk across the zebra stripes there. They've got two graphics that run on this splash screen, and one of them is that alien thing spawns right here and stands there for a minute and then starts to walk, but he starts walking when a truck is coming this way and it plows into the alien. Yeah, your paper size is similar to a paper stack thickness. That's right. You know, so it's actually 4 times. So when you start folding it, it's only 1 times folded plus another 1. Then when you fold it again, it's 2 and 2. Then when you fold it again, it's 4 on 4, which is 8. And then you fold it again, it's 8 on 8, which is 16. It just blows out after some point. It's crazy. It's crazy. Powers of 2. Yeah, so by the time you get to the 42nd fold, the thickness is something like 420,000 kilometers, which actually reaches out past the moon. So the fold before it is not quite reaching the moon, and then the next fold, which doubles that, is, or quadruples that, is way beyond. But it takes 42 times to reach the moon. Hey, Beano. Yeah, rice paper. So if you could get one thin enough, if you could get paper thin enough without tearing, yeah, that would be the way to go. Boing. 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 Bet you didn't know you could do this. Bean's a bouncy bean. Whee, that was perfect timing.
You playing around, Rocket.
Yeah, I'm bouncing on Bean's back. He's so plump. Oop, that one was a miss. Yeah, we have a parachute, yep. We do indeed. Like that. Alright, let's grab a little more copperish. Yeah, with the, that's one of the things that's coming up, but you know what? I think they pushed it back in, they pushed it back in the milestones quite a ways. You don't get your, exoskeleton, it's not phase 4 in the space elevator. It's like, milestone 4 or something like that. Yeah, Secretary, they did. That would be cool if, I don't have a drone to look at them. But yeah, the artwork was absolutely updated. I think there was a picture of it in, Steam Community. Is it in the MAM? Oh, maybe it is. If it's in the MAM, maybe we could get there. Maybe we could get there a little quicker. Or they moved it out of the MAM into the hub. I can't remember now. Yeah, quartz silicon frames, something like that. Oh, hang on, check our raw foliage. Yeah, we need to collect up some... Hang on, do we need to collect up some wood? What's our solid biofuel looking like? Oh, we're full up, never mind. We're gonna be at coal power before we use that up. I know, Hunter, isn't it like... It's so tedious at the beginning. Yeah, it's gotta be in the, it's gotta be in the MAM. somewhere. Yeah, I agree, Hunter. It's grindy in the beginning for sure. Absolutely for sure. There they are. Blade Runners. Yeah, so silica and then silicon frames. Are they different in each biome, Sakatera? Yeah, true. We're talking about the Manta zombie. The Manta rework. Texture rework on the Manta. I was just curious if the Manta was different in each biome. There's our oil. We do need the plates, so what we're doing is, this is temporary where this is going, into these machines. These machines are going to go up top, but we're going to send the ingots, we're going to send the ingots up to, the platform, and a machine, our factories, production lines are going to be built up there. Find a small island with multiple biomes in a small area. Did they do any new work to the map? Does anybody know? I don't remember in the notes. Here's our coal down here, by the way. Oh, Valheim, okay. My bad. We're almost there. We need less than 100 and we can go ahead and complete that vehicle transport milestone. The only reason I'm doing the vehicle transport milestone is because backpack will increase, I think, by 4 or 5 slots. Maybe 3. I can't remember. Just walk right through the machines, Bean. So, I wish I had... we haven't got the blueprinter yet. But I wish we could select copy and paste. But basically what it is 1 miner will feed 4 smelters on a pure node. So I just merged those into one, going into our storage. This one needs to have this copied over here to maximize that one. And then of course the ingots will go straight to the surface, and the factory or production line will be directly above it, so that we can make our rods, and then rods into screws, so on and so forth. Where's my cheat? My non-cheat cheat. Hey, Mr. Tug, how are you doing this evening? Might like Valheim, but the only problem is you have to continuously fight critters. Yeah, you know, some people enjoy that, I guess. You know, with ADHD, you know, anything that distracts me from what I'm doing, I lose my focus on what I was doing. There's no save spot. Oh. Home base without raids is pretty safe. Raid. Do other players come and raid your home base as well as critters and whatnot? Oh, creatures raid you. Okay, gotcha. I gotcha. I gotcha. Yeah, that, there we go. 25 more and we're good. Just not... I like to do base building, but I'm already slow, and I already kind of just do the base building to enjoy the base building, to get the production lines going, to expand the base and whatnot. You know, and figuring out what I need to make something happen and stuff like that. And if I have to fight mobs all the time, I lose my train of thought too easily. I'm getting too old. You know, I got like one brain cell left. And there's no automations? Yeah. I guess it's okay if you're the type of person that likes to fight people or creatures all the time. That's just not my shtick. I mean, if I'm in the mood to go blast peoples or creatures and stuff like that, I'll pop into Factorio and just blast the hell out of creatures, you know? Farming is manual, mining is manual, crafting is manual, yeah. Yeah, in Vintage Story it's not so bad because that's kind of a one-on-one thing. Sometimes you might get a couple of wolves or something like that. Yeah, true, Hunter. Well, see, the difference, the way I see it, Zombie, is Valheim, like you're saying, there are raids. So you get a wave of critters, like in Star Rupture, right? Star Rupture is probably my max because that's a once-an-hour thing. And you've got defensive towers that can do the fighting for you. Star Rupture is probably the maximum I can handle. A once-an-hour wave of enemies to defend against, but even so, that once an hour is too frequent. Alright, there we go. Let's go get our stuffs. I bet it's only I bet it's only 3 slots expansion on the inventory. I think. But it might be a bodysuit slot edition as well. We've got got one more available, I think. Yep, it was 3 extra
Milestone
slots.
reached. Tractors permit pioneers to move around the world in a manner similar to using legs, except with wheels and the rampant consumption of natural resources. They can also be automated to self-drive and deliver resources between truck stations, which
Cool.
in turn facilitate automation of loading, unloading, and refueling.
That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun. For sure. Yay, trucks! Alright, we need to do some water extractors, so... let's refresh my memory. 120 cubic meters of water per minute into coal, which requires I'm gonna have to set a few of them up. I think it's 3 water extractors per generator, or 3 generators per extractor. I think it's 3 generators per extractor. I can't remember. It doesn't show enough information in the hang on a second, let me take a look at something here. Oh, it's an odd ratio. It's 3 extractors to 8 generators. Base. We don't have boosting or overclocking or anything like that yet. It's base 3 to 8's the ratio. Yep, that's right, zombie. Yeah, it's one of those crazy odd. Alright, so... that being said, we do need to make a few more of these reinforced plates for sure. 8 generators is 30, so 160, 180, 80, 160, and 240. I have a little trick, Mr. Hunter. I have a little trick. I don't know if loading it up would be So I use cyclonic action. I've used the Crater Lake. Actually, I think I used another one as an example. I can get water to lift 80, 100, 150 meters, whatever, without any pumps. But the only way to get it to lift is I designed my water extractors out on the water in a circle and piped them in to a circular orientation that creates cyclonic lift. So as the pumps pump, they gain speed, which pushes them up much higher. I wonder if I can load without... This might be risky. Did they fix that, Sakatera? They broke it in 1.0, the water was invisible? Oh, no kidding. Alright, let's see if I can get away with loading up, Oh, the water around the geysers. Okay. I think I only implemented one of those. Let's see if I can remember where I would have put the water. Crater Lake is down to the south. Shoot, how do I stop flying? I forgot how to stop flying. Yep, see. Like crouching. Alright, to the south. Whee! Oh, it's not in this one. I didn't do Crater Lake on this one. Alright, that means I used a little tiny one. Uh-oh, we didn't get very much distance on this. We did not get much distance at all. Good thing we had plenty of health. There's Chris sitting out in the middle of the... I think he might have used the jump pad and it didn't work very well either. This is not the build I was thinking of. Maybe it was in this one. I'm pretty sure it was this one. Crater Lake. Crater Lake was the big water pump build without pumps. Or the power generation factory. There's my gold cup. Might take a little bit for everything to load up. Yeah, this is it with a fabulous train network. And then massive train depot. I wonder if all the new stuff is in here. Yep, sure is. So it is backwards compatible. Oh, this is new. Main portal and satellite portal? I've never seen these before. Check that out. Each portal can only have a single link. A link can only be made between a main and a satellite portal. Singularity cells need to be supplied to the main portal and will be consumed to establish and maintain the portal link. Massive power draw will occur during startup and usage. Power draw on use increases with travel distance. Link startup will take time. Letting connection expire is not recommended. Failure to deliver sufficient singularity cells will cause the link to expire. Fixit does not condone the use of wormhole technology. Any usage of wormhole is at the user's own risk. Lovely. Okay, so that's a thing. That's new. Oh, trains can derail now. What? Now we got rail buffers. Wow. Last tier tech, really. These main portals. To expect, yeah. That's what it's sounding like. Teleportation between two linked portals. Why not just use tubes? A main and a satellite, and that's it. So it's a pair. It's a paired issue. So you have to have several main portals paired up with satellite portals. That doesn't sound fun. Just tubes. Oh, hypertube junctions and branches. Oh my god, that's awesome. That's seriously gonna really... That just baked my noodle. Because I do have tubes set up. But I need branches and junctions. This is the train station. With all the things. Drones bringing in supplies and delivering supplies. Anyway, what I got distracted. I think this is 1.0. Pretty sure this is 1.0. There it is. There's our water. Actually, you know what? No, Secretary. I think this was before 1.0. Because I built my spiral train station to elevation before 1.0 came out. Alright, so this is my... oh, and here's my train yard. This is my spiral. So this is the idea. It's kind of blocked by this one. Actually, we don't need these in here. Looks like I modified it. Yep, I modified it. There's a pump in here. What do we got? These are... I think this was prior to 1.0. So each of these are 5 meters tall, 10. So 2 is 10, 20, 30. So even though water has a, yeah, 2 foot, right. So each segment is 5 meters. So two is like a full foundation. So that's 10 meters tall. So that's 20. That's 30. So 30 meters head lift required, but no pumps until we get to the 30 meters. We were running out of something. I came back to this and it was out, I think. Something had changed at 1.0 or 1.1. So this is a standard. It says 1 meter, but that's just thickness. It's a 10 by 10. It's 10 meters by 10 meters, right? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. 5 is 1 wall height. 5 meters is 1 wall height. So 2 is 10. I think Crater Lake is a better example. Did I have... I've got a personal train around here somewhere. Crater Lake is out on the main road that crosses north to south on the map. Am I gaining speed? I don't think it's backwards compatible. This is about the same speed. In the new save, we're actually gaining momentum. It's got pretty good momentum. All right, there's our Crater Lake power. Oh, I had zip lines set up. What have I got on? Jetpack? What's the other? Yeah. Yeah, this is the power. This is not the jetpack. This is the hover pack. But I can use it to kind of slow my descent. There we go. So I use the walls kind of as a measurement. So the walls are like I say, 5 meters. That's 10 meters right there. Let's get some light in here. There we go. Right, so water extractor set up. Oh, that's right, the new Samor. It spawned right in the middle of my waterworks. That's crazy. But anyway, counterclockwise rotation, so I bring the water in from my extractors, send them down the pipe, spiraling counterclockwise until they go upwards. And in this case, we have, from there, we've got 5, 10, 15, 20 without pumps. And then they head into the centrifuge, or they come into the middle here. And then they head into this little centrifuge. And it keeps them all full without pumps. Plenty of water for coal burners. Five, 10, 15, 20. I've got a bigger one somewhere. But this is the whole concept. So it's 20 meters to get to the bottom, or it's 20 meters to get to the bottom of the water tanks. So 20 meters to get to this portal right here, with only a 10-meter head lift on the water extractors. That's 20 meters right there. And of course, max flow rate. Max flow rate without a single pump. So there you go. I probably should have done a save. 1028. Did we get to 1028? Oh, that was June 7th. That's PM. June 8th, 9:20, 9:30. Well, shoot. I should have saved before. Dang it. Crap, crap, crap. It wouldn't have mattered if anybody hollered at me. I wouldn't have. Oh, wait. We did do our milestone. Woohoo! So we need to select a new one. We should do basic steel because I'm going to need beams and pipes and steel ingots. I certainly don't need jump pads at this point. I would love to use the blueprinter, damn it. But I need steel for that. And I can't do that without a forge. Alright, so first things first. Basic steel, let's get that done. What? I can't hear you. Hang on a second, bear back. Oh, good, I did mute that. Sorry about that. Just taking care of a little bit of adulting. Okay, so, rotors and frames are the only things we have to do, so in order to pick up that production, I don't think we do have some rotors. Got a little bit of copper. We did pick up some coal in our travels. I wonder. Frames is not done in there. Is frames an assembler? It is. Plates and rods. Reinforced plates. Crap. Alright, I gotta start... Yeah, there they are. I gotta start bringing stuff up. God, he couldn't have waited 2 minutes for ads to start.
Would have been way too easy.
I know, right?
And what do you expect of a teenager?
I want adulting to be easy, not complicated, not annoying.
Pick wrong business.
I know, right? Oh, speaking of, well, not related. This day, or actually, I think it was yesterday, in 1972, the 8-inch floppy disk holding a whopping 80 KB of data was patented. I don't think a lot of people remember the 8-inch floppy. Most people, when they hear about floppy disks, their earlier recollections is the 5 1/4 inch. Oh
I
shoot!
remember the 8-inch.
Yeah, big ones. We used them in business, not much in the home because home computers not a thing yet.
Yeah.
Dang,
Yeah.
this is the middle of the ad break. I'm going to skip this conversation until after the ad break, and then we'll be right back. Just a short break, once an hour. Be right back. Hang in there. Okay, I am back, and the rest of the community should be back in 3, 2, 1, now.
Welcome back.
Thank you very much, and welcome back to everybody else. So we went from the 8-inch floppy, which was the first one in 1972, until the 5 1/4 inch came out, and I think that was the capacity was half of a 3.5 inch disc, which was 1.4 meg. So I think it was 740 kilobytes, something like that, 720.
720 sounds right.
Yeah, 720 on one side is what it was, and then there was the development of the double-sided. The double-sided, which brought it up to 1.4, and then the 3.5 inch disc capacity was roughly the same, but it was compact. So that was considered the compact disc. All right, so what we need to do is the layout. So I need to duplicate the layout. This all has to go upstairs, right up there. So what we can do in the meantime, get up there. All right, so this is the box. That box is going to just clear the ramp to get up top. Yeah. Do I want to put the box up top? No, I want to leave the box down here and bring... Because we don't need to grab stacks of ingots for any reason. But I don't want to disconnect that just yet. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Because I can move this. Yep, I can move these. And just put a splitter. Yeah, splitter. Right here. That'll work. And we can just reroute this section. Get out of the way. Temporarily to keep the production going. That's it. And then we can bring this upstairs. Now, the lifts can go 60 meters, right? Yeah, 60 meters or 12 wall sections. So that's going to look like... This actually needs to be a 2. Yeah, that needs to be a 2. And of course, not enough. All right, let's pop over here real quick and make some reinforced plates. Yep, we're going to use a floor hole. It still has to be connected in segments. It's just that we can eliminate the transition of an output chute. Yeah, you still have to connect hole to hole, so that's a segment. We're going to, as soon as I have enough plates to do it. We'll just do an even number of like 70. Because I believe it is 2. Yeah, it's 2 plates per. 2 plates per. Oops. Forgot my zoopedness. That's 11. That's 12. 12 from there, right in the middle of the wall. Should be able to go right there. Shoot, you know what? There's only one problem. Only one problem. Anybody see what it is?
I'm out in the hall putting mail in the outgoing mailbox, so I can't see anything.
No worries. Yeah, so floor holes have to be unlocked. All right, so in the meantime, well, let's leave that there for now. Let's see if, are floor holes in the awesome shop? Damn. Why isn't that part of a normal build? Why isn't that part of the logistics? Unlocks. Isn't that crazy? A portal. You know, like the wall holes and the floor holes, they should be part of a logistics unlock.
It would make more sense in my mind.
I would think so.
But then who are we?
I know, right? I mean, if belts is a logistic item, and splitters and mergers are a logistics item, wall holes and floor holes would be a logistics item. Hangers, you know, logistics item. Same with concrete foundation? Yes, indeed. I agree 100%. I mean, I'm just kind of looking at it like, why make common logistics items a challenge? I understand tiers. They could put it into tiers, but why make it a challenge? You actually have to go into the awesome shop and trade tickets in to get them.
Maybe to make sure you use the awesome shop?
Maybe. It's just, you know, it's a kind of, I don't know, logically, it's a train of succession, so to speak. Maybe I'm just weird like that. Everyone wants to get paid. Indeed. Ladders would be an awesome unlock early on. But again, awesome shop. That's pretty close. That should give us an idea of where we need to be with that. Yeah, that's pretty close. Need another 27. That's going to be real close. I do have quite a bit of ingots I can put in there into an awesome shop. Crapola. Yeah, I got enough for right there. Oh, I don't need power for an awesome shop. Wall holes. Not floor holes unless they're under foundation. Yep. Alright, so I guess we do need the awesome sink. Correct them into... That one
You ever
will
look
need power.
everywhere for something only to find out it's been sitting right under your nose the whole time?
Right. Okay, let's see. No refunds or exchanges. That's funny. Get up there already. No, they can only be belt fed. Damn. Can only be belt fed. I know, right? All right, let's see what we're gonna need. Well, they're not even unlocked. Not even unlocked. There they are. One ticket. So I need 2 tickets. Modern railing is only 1 ticket. Oh, well, they can't be constrained anymore. 3 tickets for a ladder. Yeah. I think it's under customizer. Yeah, asphalt and concrete. 3 tickets. I like asphalt. But you can't get asphalt walls, so concrete's kind of nice. That's all right. All right, let's make some more, while we're waiting for coupons to generate. So we'll get the first supplies of the iron up on the level platform. And then we'll well, we can't copy, and then we'll replicate the smelters for the second mine are done. I know, right, Hunter? So, as you can see, there's a diverse variety of thinking between developers. And I'm sure that's mostly driven by the fact that they don't want to copy each other, which I understand that. Oh, this is slower. Right. It's slower because it's only a single belt. $20 per minute, 30 per minute. And that's 15 per minute. Because we only have one. Okay, that's right. I'd be fine with being able to build proper second floor without support every second, third tile. I know, right? Well, that did change. You can have a support with a platform on the ground, and you can go, I think it's 7 or 8 or maybe even 9 tall now. But those, yeah, but I think they reach 5 tiles. Oh, right. The issue is diagonal. So you end up, even if you put supports every 5 tiles, you know, 4 tiles in between, 5th tile is a support, the diagonal only goes like 2 or 2.5, something like that, which is stupid. It should be a square, not a sphere. Yeah. So basically what you end up doing is an entire foundation on the ground with platform supports, and then supports on every single tile going up high. So you end up with a forest of supports that you can't walk underneath, which that part kind of sucks. Yeah, there's a lot to be desired in Star Rupture. Right. Right, because of the tile platform. Yeah. That's right. All right, that should get us up to the top. Almost. Damn. Wouldn't you know, I'm six away. Two away. Got one. That's one floor hole.
As Fixit amply demonstrates, you can never have too much management.
Yeah, that's right, Tug. You had to build like 20 parachutes or something. They would last one time. All right, now that floor hole should be able to go. Oh, it's going to go right on the edge or right on the center line. That's all right. We can juke it over there. Yeah, it was kind of, it was kind of a pain, Hunter. Honestly, there was a lot of grindy, unnecessary stuff. You cannot handcraft a floor hole. Wow. Oh, it's the wrong shop. I think. Oh, it's the build menu, that's right. Logistics. I'm pretty sure that's it right there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. Yep, see. Still in segments, but yeah, it's still in segments. It didn't connect. Yeah, I know how to do it, Hunter. But what I'm saying is it's still in segments. All it does is remove the output port from it. That one didn't actually work. Didn't actually connect. It's got to slide over one tick.
One thing I'm sure I don't appreciate in the update of Vintage Story, drifters can now open doors and climb ladders.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably should have, in that other save Hunter showed you. I've got conveyors without the portal, or without the port opening through floor holes. I have one about 200 meters tall. This is not my first one. But it still has to be built in segments. Just like building conveyor lifts normally, segment at a time. It's the exact same thing, except you don't have this. You don't have this chute at the end of it. It's not doing it like before. It's not connecting. Oh, I know why. Well, that was stupid.
was an honest mistake.
Accidentally put one on top.
I have trouble with those things. I can never get them where I want them.
It connects at the back of the hole, but for some reason... No, it's not connecting for whatever reason. It's missing. That hole is in the wrong place. It needs to be right where I had it the first time. I don't know why it didn't connect.
Trying to make you work for it.
I know, right? It is absolutely in the center of that tile. Oh, that was facing the wrong way. That might have connected. Yep, there we go. So that's our first segment, as you can see. That's our second segment. So still in segments. Well, there's our foundation up there. And as you can see, I could not stretch it up there. So let me just show you what I'm talking about. So now that we've got that first segment in there, it won't stretch up to it. Oops. Oh, shoot. I'm gonna need more than 48. It's twice that distance to the top. All right, we aren't gonna need those anymore. Not enough plates. All right, if this is the edge, then it should be the center of the intersection. Should be the center right there. Yep. That should be it right there. Shoot. Damn, did it again. Satisfied? I've always had to build them in segments. It'll go real, I mean, it'll go to the skybox. But you still have to have hang on a second. Is there a technology unlock? I can't remember. Hmm. All right, let's try something. I'm still holding on to it. It's not coming up through the hole. Now, oh, you know why? Yeah, I got enough materials. Got 129. 48 and 48 is 96. You know what it is? It's not lined up. I got the floor hole in the wrong spot. Now it should do it. And if that's the case, I shouldn't need that floor hole there, but... well, maybe I would do. Yep, this is it right here. All right, let's try something. Let's see, let's do this. Of course not. It's 100% lined up. Did it again. Stupid mouse click. What's the date on that wiki page? I don't think the wiki's been updated. Hmm. It's not a Target issue. Hmm. You're on version 1.2? Hmm. I wonder why. Oh, hang on. That's why we're not lined up. We're on the right edge, but we need to be in the middle of the tile, not on the corner of it. That's why. That should fix it. There we go. But you still have to have that first floor hole at 48 meters or wherever. Like right on top of the box or something. Got to have that very first one. Yeah. Unless you can actually remove... No, it'll do the whole thing. Okay. Now, I don't have the blueprinter. Damn it. That's all right. As long as we got the iron going up, what we want is we've got constructor making plates. Constructor making rods. Split off of the stack. And then this rod is going in to make the screws, but we don't necessarily need that. We need so what we'll need is constructor and a box for plates, constructor and a box for rods, belt over to the constructor for the screws. We just need to know the ratio. So the ratio is 15 per minute out. These produce 10 a minute, right? 20 per minute. Hold on. 15 per minute out. 15 per minute in. That's a 1-to-1. That's 30 per minute in. And I believe this is 30 per minute out. So 4 of those per miner. So 1 constructor, 1.5. That only needs 10 per minute too, or 40 per minute out. Oh, you know what? Where's my blueprint? Oh, I bet I can't use blueprints because I don't have the blueprinter. Don't we have... Where's our blueprints at? There was a button for that. We should have a... Of course, none of the blueprints. Yeah. Not until I unlock the blueprinter. And then I'll probably have access to my blueprints. Alright, in either case, of What's this? Conveyor throughput monitor. A monitor? A traffic signal. How about that? Yep. Yeah, it would be right there. So I have to unlock the blueprinter first, unfortunately. And I bet you I've got some blueprints in there. But anyway, that's all right. We are going to need plates like crazy. 20 per minute. We need more than 20 per minute. All right, so let's go ahead and set up our constructors up there to get our plates, rods, and screws. And before we do that, we got to put some foundation. Oh, the blueprint. Yeah, that's what I was worried about, Tug. Is the blueprints may not share, the library may not share from one save to another. Because the library is tied to the save file, not to the game itself. Yeah. Yeah, so we'd have to go into File Explorer and just copy them over. You just go into File Explorer, Tug. You go to the Blueprints folder of a previous save. Copy everything in it, then go to the new save in the Blueprints folder in the new save once you've got them unlocked, and paste them in there, and that makes them immediately available. Oh, hate that. Okay. All right, we're going to have two for plates. Let's do this. Wow. Ridiculous. No. There we go. Oh, hang on. Hang on. These need to be... conveyor 2s, because this is a conveyor 2. Lift. Right. That's correct. These are going to be plates and plates. Okay, that one is for plates. Then we need one for rods, and then rods will go into screws. And rods are going to be a 15 per minute ratio, 1-to-1. We should only need 2 of those at a time, because that makes a lot of screws. That'll be 80 a minute screws. Yeah. Yeah, that lined up. That'll be 80 a minute screws. Oops, what happened there? That worked. Oh, yeah, MK2 pipes, 600 cubic meters a minute. Did we have our break? Holy crap, we went right through our break.
Nothing new there.
I know, right? Leave it to Rocket. Yeah, these are 15 a minute. Those are 60 a minute belts. Yeah. There we go. New coal power layout I'm using pumps for the first time. MK1s. I had to put 4 pumps on it to get the water where I needed that. For the MK2, it only takes 1. Yeah, I think the MK2 has either a 20 or a 50 meter head lift. I think it's a 50. The MK1s only have a 10 meter head lift. Which is interesting because the MK1s are 300 cubic meters a minute and the MK2s are 600, so it's only doubled. But the head lift more than doubled. It went 5 times the head lift. I might be wrong. It might only be a 20 meter head lift on the MK2s. I think the pump gives you 50 meters. And I could be even more wrong because it... Hang on. They're 120 cubic meters with a 10 meter head lift. I don't think there's an MK2 water extractor. It's the pump that makes the difference. MK1 is 20 meters. The MK2, I think, is 50 meters. Okay, anyway, we've got... lifting 15 meters, right? Well, once they reach height, the head lift is over with. Laterally, there'll still be 120 cubic meters per pipe, or 300, whatever. I think tier 1 pipes are 300 cubic meters. Yeah, 300. So lateral movement of water through pipes is not counted in the head lift, only the verticals. All right, so that's plates, that's rods, and then we need to take one of, then we need a constructor for, one constructor for screws. Which is only 10 per minute rods. Do I want to belt them all the way over there? I wish I could think of all the things screws were needed for. Mostly it's just handcrafting, like... Actually, screws are not used in a lot of things, it looks like. Not in the handcrafted stuff. I know it's none of the walls of that, so... Well, yeah, screws are used in making, like, reinforced plates. I know, right? It transitions weirdly. Everything needs screws to start with, and then nothing. Or very little after that. But we do need one machine. Making screws. I don't need to belt them over there. Yeah, iron plates. Yeah, that's the way to go, is the steel screws. And that's why we're not going to have an elaborate screws set up. Right. All right, that takes care of that. Bonk. All right. I've got plenty. All right. Clean up on aisle 1. All right, that's going to the top. We don't need the split anymore. We do need conveyor 2s. So 2 miners is 60 a minute. So we only need tier 1 belts for 60 a minute. Tier 1s for 60 a minute, and then tier 2s for 120 a minute. There we go. Now we're at full potential. And that's going up at tier 2. Yep. All right, now this one we can tear it all down. Okay. Now, we also want space for... I may turn that in the same direction. I'm probably not going to match that, but it will be close. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to split Fortunately, that lines up on a grid line. Oops. Oops. Oh, it's sitting a little bit low, but anyway. Split, please. Yeah, it doesn't perfectly line up because of where it's at. Still too squirrely. Well, that's annoying. Let's try this. One is going to be too small. Even a micro tick. Yeah. Get out of there. That should be fine. Now, since this is 120 a minute, that's too slow, so we need to upgrade that to 120 a minute. And then, of course, $120 a minute, and I need to check to make sure. Ah, I did not. Need to set up an assembler for reinforced plates. But like Tug, like you were saying, plates and screws. Because we definitely don't want to be handcrafting these. for crying out loud. Thank you. $30 per minute each. 30 per minute each. All right, happy with that. All right, that's good enough for now. We're just setting up 4 more. That's not going to make it here. Oh, maybe it could. Maybe it could. Yeah, I think we can. Or maybe not. Depends on how tight. Oh, it's going to be close. All right, so what we'll do is we'll just put a merger on the front side of this one. Yeah. That may not belt very well. All right, that'll work. It should work. Jump up there. Oh my god. So painful because the jump. I need the dang... Huh? Yeah, that's not gonna happen anyway. Good enough. Really? Oh my god, that parachute annoys a crap ton out of me. Oh, that's right, because it's got to be right in the middle. Yeah, it's not going to line up perfectly because it's already too far out, but it's also squeezed in there. Two into one, two into one. Yeah. Bummer. Oh well. All right. It does kind of suck a little bit. Yeah, we're going to end up doing that anyway. Okay. Now we got steel going up, and we want to send our copper up. Yeah, and I can make a few shards to overclock those. But we're gonna probably overclock the MK2s. Actually, MK3s. MK3s overclocked with shards. That's a little better. Right. Yep. All right, so what we're gonna do... Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. That's all right. I'm gonna put this over here for now. Actually, yep, that's 100. Well, I am gonna face them in that direction as well. Actually, yeah. We're gonna, no, we are gonna face it south. Yeah. Oh my God. I can't raise its elevation any, but that's all right. That's only an interim to a box. It's actually very close. Now, these are only going to take 30 a minute. All right, that's 120 a minute. Let's merge these. And we'll merge them one more time because they only go into making wire, and that's it right now. $120, 60 is 30 and 30, 30 and 30. 30 is 60, 60, and 120. Okay. That one can go uppy. No. This may or may not work. That may or may not work. We'll see. It should work. Yeah, that should work. No, that's fine. He's good. Alright, so we are not center, we're one click left. And center. Center and one click left. Or right, as it may go. As we faced south, it should be one click right of center. So we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tile, one click right. And we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 and 6, one click right. So we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On the center. And one click right. Unless it's only a partial click, then it would be a problem. Yeah. Now, can I grab it? Yep, I should be able to. Oh, just misses. All right, let's do this. Probably got to be... Probably going to have... Yep, too far away. Aim location is too far away. Tell you what we'll do. Did a few meters make a difference? It might have. We're going to find out. No, aim location's too far away. But did I obscure my view? Oh, freaking hell. Missing materials, yep. All right. I know, right? Oop, I just grabbed something I didn't need.
It seems that you have accidentally wandered into a restricted area.
Oh, it's working!
Due to the sensitive nature of the materials that you may be exposed to here, you will not be allowed to leave until the cleanup crew arrives at 6 a.m. So hang tight. Rest assured that you will be promptly rescued, fired, then sent home. Thank you for being an employee. We hope that your experience has not been as regrettable as ours.
Thank you, Dinosphere. I'm unfamiliar with the name, but thank you very much for the redeem. You're obviously not new to the stream. So that could be Dino Dodd, I'm not sure. That's only 54. Not Dino Dodd. My memories are not so good. Dino. Oh, we're in ad break. All right, we'll be right back. Hang in there, guys. Okay, we're back. So I had to do a little bit of adulting there.
Welcome back.
Thank you, thank you. All right, so now we should be able to reach our destination. Yep. Standing on the edge of creation. Nope, that's still invalid. I wonder if that's gonna just be too far away. Yep. It's just too far away. Yep, indeed. All right. What? You know why? Because I left it on auto. I left it on auto. Could it just be a matter of a few meters? Could it be? Nope. Still too far away. Yeah, we can do that. Yay! $140 needed. What? Wow. Oh, all right. Yeah. Fortunately, it's the same length as the other one. Oh, what? All right, we only need 140, but we'll make a few more. Because we're going to need some Tier 2 belts anyway. So bring the copper up, and then we'll make, combine these two on an assembler, I believe, to make reinforced plates. Assembler, yep. And then we'll go grab our coal power and bring coal power over. Easy, Rocket. Sheesh. And we want it facing south. That's correct. Yeah. Perfect. Oops. Watch where you're going, Rocket.
You expect a lot out of yourself.
I know, right? Okay. Yeah, the parachute prevents the fall damage. The problem is having to run all the way back up. That's the part that sucks. Alright, we got a little bit of iron ore I was gonna drop down. Oh, that was my chance right there. To drop off 2 ingots. There we go. Alright, plates and screws make reinforced foundation. Yeah, daily exercise, that's right. Alright, let's do, it's gonna be 1 assembler, so... well, you know what, it, really doesn't matter, because it's just making enough to put in my belt. Or in my backpack. We're gonna need one for frames though, aren't we? Frames are reinforced and rods. Okay. Yeah, we're coming up on that. All right, let's do cleanup. Let's get our ores back into that's full. They're all going to be full because I didn't unload them when I should have. All right, now that we got copper going uptown, that's wire. That's ingots. Shoot. Well, I can unload some of them. They're just filling the belts right now. Oi! Hang on. Damn it. Damn it, Janet. These don't belong in here. These are supposed to be ingots. All right, the rest of these go up top because they're the copper. So we just need to power things up. All right, smelter's making ingots, ingots going up top. Very good. Smelter's making iron, iron going up top. Well, we got most of it done that I wanted to do. Let's do... Let's do 2, but before we do that... That's a little off center, but oh, that's way off center. Wow. These are only going to need 15 a minute. Till we start making copper sheets. Well, of course, one's gonna be twisted. Why would that be easy? Better, better. Mr. Gamertech, how are you doing, mate? What is the space elevator part set at? Phase 2. These 3 items at the top right of the screen is where we're at on the space elevator. This is the hub. The bottom row is the hub. The top one is the space elevator. So in the hub is for unlocking our different oh, the multiplier default, whatever the default is. I assume 1.0s. I forgot we could change those, but Yeah, I forgot we could change those. But I was just doing a pretty standard, in case people wanted to do multiplayer. You know what I haven't checked in a while? I haven't checked our fuel. Oh yeah, we're fine. All right, that puts our copper back where we want. And then just for now, we're going to do a grab box. And now we can head over to our coal. So we're gonna want enough of the what are we gonna need? We're gonna need 3 water extractors. And those are going to be copper sheets, rotors, and reinforced iron. So we'll want enough for 3 of those. Take some copper sheets. We've got 60, we only need 30. Rotors, we need 30. Did I have rotors in there? No, I got stators. That's enough for 3 of them. And we'll have a little bit of spare on the end of that one as well. Ooh, turbo fuel. Love that. 4 pure oil nodes along with the diluted fuel recipe. Yeah. Yeah, indeed. On my my last save, no, my previous to last save, my turbo fuel was I think it was 100. Actually, it was 200. 100 on each side of the building. No, I take that back. It was 40 turbo fuels each side of the building which was like 100 of the refiners on each side. Yeah, it's a huge operation. If you're going to maximize, so I tapped 2 pure oils. They were 600 cubic meters each. So I was bringing 1,200 cubic meters into the building. They were going into generators, weren't they? I can't remember. We might look at it tomorrow. I can pull that up, and it's a pretty massive setup. All right, we can go over to. Actually, we can't create them, but we've got enough for 30, 30, and 30, and then the generators are 20. Okay, 20, 40, 60. So 90 plates. 90 plates. That's a big undertaking. 4,800. That's 4 times the size of what mine was. That's pretty massive. All right, 20, 40, 60 plus plus 30, 20, 40, 60, so that's 90. And then, oh no, that's more, we're doing more than 3. I mean, I could do 3, but I'm going to do 8. Oh, and it's not going to happen today, damn it. $5 per minute. That's not extremely fast. Oy vey. All right, that's going to have to cook for a little bit. That's going to have to cook. Gonna need 80 rotors there. And 30 rotors there, so 110. 110 rotors. We got 40 of them. Man, today went by too fast. That's what I hate about getting started too late.
The day
Oops.
always goes by fast, even if you start on time. Don't you know that by now?
I know, right?
I mean, I feel like an hour's passed and I'm up to 5 hours. And it's sort of like, how is that even possible?
I know. It's crazy. the tink, tink, tink of it all. Always in the beginning. Just can't get away from it. So are you streaming right now, Mr. Gamertech? Or getting ready to, or... Oh wait, it's late evening for you. 10:30 on the East Coast.
Can't be that late. Be
I
in
know,
bed
right?
if it is.
Yep, 10:30 on the East Coast. Oh my
At this
goodness.
point, I might as well stick around for the raid.
Yeah, we're gonna raid here in just a few minutes. Haven't streamed in a minute. Had a lot going on. I'm trying to get back to. Ah, yeah, no worries. All right, so 80 there, and 30 there, 110. We just need enough for 10 more, and we're good. Actually, 6 more. All right, that's enough for our coal generators and our water extractors. And then, of course, we'll need 30 of the reinforced plates and 190 in total for coal generators and water extractors. And I've already got plenty of copper sheets. All right, and we are at 120 already. So what we'll need... Our coal power is going to need copper sheets. And we'll give that a yes. As done. Rotors. A yes as done. And our reinforced plates. 190. Okay. All right, that's where we're at for the next stream. Doesn't take long to save. We only need 70 to get what we need. And then it's just a matter of plopping some rotors and frames in with our concrete and copper wire for the basic steel production milestone, and we're good to go. All right, then. Let's head to the main menu. And let's see. I didn't give you guys rating tools yesterday. I'm really embarrassed over that. Let's throw them into the chat right now. So non-subscribers have the global raid bomb and the Tomb Raider's pickaxe. Subscribers will get this set of icons. Let's see who's, let's get on over to our... Oh. We don't need the sound effects. Don't need the sound effects. Okay. In our community, who's doing what here? Let's see. Wally's playing Dome Keeper. I'm not sure what Dome Keeper's right. We're all done for now. We got to get to an appointment and then get Peanut started on his homeschooling. So, yeah, already done for the day. BL Andrews already fully head on into the new 1.2 update. Dragon's playing some. We could go watch Dragon do his thing, or we could switch to a different game. Let's see who's doing what here. Occult Access is doing some vintage story. There's some Ragnarok online. Hannah's playing some Minecraft. KWS is playing Of the Devil. I'm not sure what that's about. Yeah, Peanut's definitely got to study if he wants to get anywhere in the world. Anybody have some ideas on a different game? Dome Keeper, Of the Devil, Ragnarok Online, Minecraft? Or shall we...
I'm just going to stay for the raid, so I won't say anything.
All right, let's raid in on Dragon then. That's all right. Trying to sub with Prime, but it is buffering and won't go through. Oh. That's a Twitch thing, gamer. You may have to clear your cache by logging out of Twitch and logging back in. That's a Twitch thing. I've run into that. It's annoying AF. But even if you do it off stream, I'm still going to shout you out and thank you for the subprime, and you'll get a spin of the wheel on the next stream, which will be tomorrow. Yep, it's a Twitch thing. No worries. We'll make sure you get plenty of recognition on that. I hate when it does that. What is going on with that key? I don't understand that. Why is that a thing? Anyway, I know, right?
Have a good rest of your day.
Thank you very much. We're going to switch on over to the outro so we can get all of the thank yous in.
I'm going to jump off, boys.
Yep, no worries. Thanks very much for coming along, Bandit. Appreciate it, and thanks very much for the support. And thanks to Mr. Hunter's huge support. Really appreciate it. But we saw today Mr. Digital Nomad, Dinosphere, haven't figured out who he is yet. Dumb Hunter, It's Zombie Roni, Mass Bandit, Mr. Gamertech, Secretary, and Tug. Thank you all. Thanks for the redeems as well. First in stream was Bandit, second in stream was Sakatera. And yeah, thanks everybody for coming along. You've got your rating tools. Get ready to spam them in, because Dragon loves that. That takes care of our Moonraker Monday here as you all work your way into your Moonraker Monday. I hope you all have a great morning, afternoon, evening time zone, wherever you're at in the world. Be safe, be kind to one another. See you next stream. I'm the Rocket Wolf. See ya.